let's... Next mission.
Good morning, Lieutenant Patterson. It's a pleasure to see you again. You're looking well rested.
And well portrayed.
I'll need you in tip-top shape for your new assignment. You've proven to be quite resourceful, especially your performance most recently in scuttling U-4901. All things considered, you're the ideal candidate for this mission. So let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? The success of the Allied invasion of Normandy prompted an assassination attempt on the Führer. A cadre of high-ranking Nazi leaders planted a bomb during a meeting. Unfortunately, he survived.
The Valkyries?
He used his attempt on his life to clean house and solidify his power. Whatever remaining sanity the Nazi leadership possessed has been gutted by Hitler's subsequent arrests and executions.
Okay, that's kind of true.
More in tune with his insane ideals.
But it was Goering who did...
on sacrificing every last German citizen rather than accept defeat. We need to stop him cold and do it now.
Goering gave the Nazis the thought of his radicalism, idealism, no.
Manufacturing facility for their deadly U-boats.
Hitlerism? Nah, forget it.
By one of the would-be assassins. Now Hitler has one of his most trusted advisors in charge. Jimmy, we need to know what's going on at that base. We've arranged for you to be dropped on the outskirts of Saint Mathieu, where our 101st Division is still encountering some resistance. Intelligence states that
why airdrop? Why not just take him through vehicle?
Resupply stop at the seaport there.
Or just
our
first.
only opportunity to infiltrate this fortified shipyard is by smuggling
Market Garden was an unsuccessful war to Allied military plan and
I know it's tight quarters, Jimmy, but for you,
and predominantly led by the British.
Sea, my boy.
Wait, something's not right here. French resistance, operatives that spotted a U-boat. Now, the assassination on Hitler's life did happen back several times. There have been multiple times where Hitler was being assassinated, and Hitler did have a lot of doubles. Well, maybe not exaggerated, but he did have a few. Now, there were several times where he was trying to be assassinated. The one they're talking about is the one where when a bunch of high-rank Nazis and other individuals planned to assassinate him and replace him with one of their own, or take over the army so that they can come to a more peaceful agreement between the Allies, or more specific, the Americans or British rather than the Russians, so that they could still maintain, I don't think the Nazi government, but just some sort of provisional government, or the government they would implement, so that they could keep most of Germany and such. And it would be interesting to know on what happens if Germany surrendered after the assassination attempt of that, but there's just a lot of things to discuss on that. So Market Garden was a fight led by the British, according to Wikipedia, fought in the Netherlands. The Netherlands. So, sorry, it's... Sorry, people. Market Garden was in the Netherlands, not Normandy. Or Norway, or... Why did I say Norway? Let's see, blah blah blah, German U-boats. You'll be dropped. Let's do this. In fact, when was Market Garden? Oh! Now it's possible that Market Garden could happen in this game. I mean, it's 1 month after this mission. Oh! My ears. Well, there goes the wheel. Now, I'm no gun expert, but I don't think that's how the 30 cal should sound like. I think the frame rate is changing just by letting this out. Wait. This is Medal of Honor Underground music. They're reusing their music. Yeah. Not gonna complain. Maybe this is like a more higher bass, high tremble maybe? Oh! Shouldn't they have detonated? Oh. Fun fact. Or awful fact. After World War II, and even today, there are still some bombs dropped by Allied and German forces that have been undetonated, or because the bombs didn't let off for any reason, they'll like broken fuses or poor quality or anything. Slowest cannon launch. Oh. Weak ass throw. Oh, what was I saying? Ah, yes. Now, at this time, it was possible that there were German tanks that didn't have enough fuel or not enough rounds on their cannons to shoot, which that happens to. Hold on. All right. Oh, did you see that transition? Anyway, happens that tanks do have a tendency to run out of ammo and fuel. When German tanks had a shortage of oil, and sometimes all they're just beyond repair. And when you have a tank that has no fuel or no ammo to it, it's just good as having a huge piece of steel for cover. But sometimes the enemy doesn't know that, and it does make for I mean, still, you don't want to take chances when there's a tank around, so. I don't know where I was going with this. Anyway, German tanks were tough, but they weren't good for cost-wise.
Open fire!
Okay, easy. Now forget.
You're a point man!
Of course. That German wanted to... What's the word? Oh no. Out! Move! Don't want my allied troops blocking me. They just wanted to hold that animation for some time. They still have the same animations as Underground. Yeah, up grenade. What the? Is he hitting me? Was the sights always that small on a M1? And they got the description a little bit there. Oh, that's a Tiger. Tiger tank. Are you okay? Now, this might seem like cruelty and such, but when the USA one was down and they captured prisoners, they most likely didn't take prisoners. Otherwise, they'd most likely be. There's a good chance that, well, you can't really take prisoners if you know that you're not. Well, you know, take prisoners and occupy territory, and you're deep in enemy lines, and it's possible that one of the Germans could alert someone by screaming or something, and heck, a German squad saves them. Okay, we're still in France. Bitch. I wonder what they does anything the Germans say in these games make sense? I mean, Nocturne means attention, but all the other stuff, maybe it's swears or something, or certain phrases that, or slurs or something. Halt. No. All right.